Welcome to TV Studio Fundamentals. This is your basic 3-camera setup. We will review camera operations, framing, and studio equipment. First up, literally, is the lighting grid. Up above, you have a variety to choose from: spotlight, floodlight, soft light or soft box, Fresnel, and the scoop, or just a few. And always make sure you have someone holding the step ladder watching your back. Once your set is well lit, next are the studio cameras. In front of this one, you have a teleprompter. This is where the script is visible to the host. Make sure it's close enough so they can read it, and the font is large enough, and the speed is good. Next, the camera control bar. On this model, your control bar can zoom in and zoom out. You can also control the focus. These functions are the same on all studio camera handles. The control bars may look different, but the functions are all the same. First, and most important, always check your camera focus. Then check it again. The last thing you want is a show out of focus. A tilt can go from the head to the toes. That's when you tilt the head on the pedestal down and up. Would be from the toes to the head. When the director tells you to do a pan, using the handle, you move the camera head left or right. Every pan must have a beginning and an end, or the director will tell you when to start and stop the movement. Make sure the pan is smooth and steady. A truck is when the director tells you to physically move the camera on its pedestal left or to the right. A dolly is when the director tells you to physically move the camera on its pedestal forward or backwards. Camera movements are the same from studio to field productions. Next is framing and composition. Headroom. Make sure it's not too much or too little headroom. Nose room. Make sure it's not too much to the left. Make sure it's not too much to the right of the frame. Shots the director may call. A wide shot shows the person from the head to the feet and or the full studio set. Medium shot shows the person from the head to the waist or from the belt buckle up, or a 2-person shot. A medium close-up is from the head to the chest or from the person's arms to the head. Close-ups show the person from the head to the shoulders, or if you're showing detail of an object. A headshot, well, it's just that person's head. Extreme close-up, just the person's eyes, lips, etc. Or if you're showing details, something like a cooking dish or a pan and a fire. Macro close-up is the eye, the nose, the ear, the actual eyeball. And remember, camera framing and shots are the same from studio to field productions. It's the same on cameras all over the world. The TV control room overlooks the studio. Here is where you have your producer, you have your audio engineer, and you have your video switcher that decides what will be recorded and what goes on the air. Good sound and the proper microphones and their placement are a must in every show. Once the mics are set, it's time to check the audio levels, and you do that here at the audio board. Every audio mixing board around the world are basically the same, with the same functions and the same keys. This row of faders control the audio input of the numbered column. Each slider controls a microphone or other audio sources. By sliding it up, the audio gets louder. By sliding it down, the volume lowers. Next is the pan right above the fader. You can pan to the right, which would be channel 2, or you can pan to the left, which would be channel 1. I suggest you keep it in the middle. This is your master audio level for all channels. I suggest once you set the master, use the faders to control individual audio. Once your audio is set, next is the video switcher. Every video switcher serves the same purpose, to switch from one camera to the next and the media out. These are your studio monitors to see the 3 cameras and external media servers. The large monitor is for your preview, the other is for your on-air program. Here you have the camera preset and preview buttons. Only you can see these. Above, you have your program on-air buttons. This is what the audience will see when you choose your camera or images. This is the T-bar. This controls which camera or image you want to take for airing. These settings are for effects and transitions. From one shot to the next, there are so many to go through this video, so I suggest you check your system manual. This has been Basic TV Control Room Operations. It's best you always practice before the shoot. Best of luck on your next video.